Hi everybody, it's Suki or Cosmo Bliss or Silken or whatever you want to call me. I know it's been a while, but I'm gonna make a really random video. I'm headed to California for a little weekend trip with my husband today, but I wanted to just do, at first I wanted to do a video about technology and the negative effects and like pornography, but I actually think I'm gonna wait to do a long video because that's like a really important topic. And it's been affecting my life in such significant ways lately, technology in general. And so I think today I'm just going to do a video that I normally wouldn't do or really care about, but I'm so limited on time that might as well. I'm gonna do like a dreadlock video because I've done one before. I don't know, it's probably like a year ago or something. Now I feel like it's time because my hair has changed quite a bit, and I hope this isn't blurry because all my videos are always blurry. Anyways, as you can probably tell, I put blue in my hair, and at first I was like devastated. I was like crying about it, but honestly now I'm getting used to it and I kind of like it, and I just darkened it again to make it more like a more extreme color blue. And okay, I guess we can get into it. I don't really know how to do these type of videos because I usually talk about serious things. I talk about like, I don't know, spiritual matters, and I feel like this is kind of not the most spiritual. It's very based in Maya, based in the external, based in something that doesn't really matter. But some of you guys enjoy stuff like this, so why not? So I'll show you the back of my hair. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see any of this stuff. I have a lot of different colors going on. Like, I've like highlighted the ends of my hair, and then some of it's like more red, more blonde, more brown. But it's getting really long. Like, I have to walk forward, I think, for you to see, like, it's pretty long. It's touching my butt now. So the ones underneath, like for instance, my longest one, the one with little jewels, you're not going to be able to see because I'm using an iPhone. This one is like the oldest, one of the oldest ones, and the longest one. And I threaded this like years ago, and it's kind of frustrating because my dreads, like, this is, for instance, this is like 4.5, almost 5 years old. And all of the ones underneath are pretty much that age because I didn't do my dreadlocks and I didn't do my hair all in one time frame. It was like, oh, a dread here, every like year I would do a few. So it's like the ages are so, they're everywhere, but my oldest ones are like almost 5 years now. And then the ones on top are over a year now. Wow, that's crazy. It's almost like, it's a year and a half, the ones on top. But that's why they're a lot shorter, is because like they shrink first and then they'll grow, which has kind of been a little bit frustrating for me, because I kind of just want my hair to all be the same length, but it's like layers. It makes it look more natural. I don't know what to really talk about. One thing about my hair, like I have like a lot of random little collections that I've put in over the past few years. Like this metal thing was in Peru. You probably can't see it. This old guy on the street gave it to me, and then while I was in Peru, I got this one done. It's threaded. There's my dread inside, and then there's like little seashells, and these are symbolic for like confidence and courage and prosperity. I forget what they were, but I think one of them was like courage or confidence or something. Then this one's, there's no dread in it. I just made a string and then threaded it to one of my dreads, but it's just like, here's an ankh, just like my finger, at the end of it. And then I have, here's a real dreadlock. It's threaded. I like colors, and yeah, I did this one too, and I got some blue dreadlocks. I got another one, I don't know where it is, you know? I think I have, my husband counted, I think I have like 56 or something dreads. I have this. Everyone asks me if this is a real dread. It's not. It's literally just yarn. And I've had it in here for years and it keeps shrinking and breaking. But I love it. I'm literally trying to... Oh, here's my baby one. This one's got a story. So when I was in Peru, my friend Twee, who I love so much, and I miss her, my ayahuasca buddy, this was actually in her hair and she cut it off. And I know it sounds gross, but I put it in mine, like, it's just thread, but I don't know. Yeah, it was in her hair, and so now I'll always remember her, and people probably, like, when I tell them, they're like, why? Here's another thread one. And I think that's it for the most part. I don't really know what else to say other than, like, I can explain why I have dreads, or when they started. My process, it was like, I was camping, and my hair used to naturally dread up, rat's nest, and I forgot my brush, and I formed in college or something my first few dreadlocks, and I kept them, and as time went on, like, if you just put one dreadlock in your hair, you'll realize it grows, like the roots will grow and try to form new dreads. And so I got really tired of, like, ripping it and constantly making sure that no other hairs were in it, so I slowly just started to dread around that area that it was originally, like, one dread. And so it's slowly been a progression, and now it's the only stuff that's not dreaded is, like, a small amount of loose hair right here. Also, a big reason that I feel like someone's here. I'm gonna feel awkward if my husband walks in. Anyways, a big reason why I have dreads is because of an ancient tradition, Hinduism. The Lord Shiva, so he's in the... I don't feel like explaining it. Anyways, the Lord Shiva, he, in Vedic tradition, had dreadlocks, and they're called jatas. That's what the Hindus call these forms. And this one time, it's like, I'm going to tell a little story. I was in like an immigration type office, and the security guard was giving me a hard time, saying, do you actually know where your style of hair stems from? And I told him a lot of cultures, like the Celtic culture, Hinduism, Jamaica, just so many. Egyptian, just a lot. And so I was saying that, and he was just like, well, from my research, it originated in Jamaica only. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's contrary to the stuff I've researched. And I told him my reasoning, my spiritual correlation and connection with how it holds energy, and the Vedic scripture and the Vedic traditions, and I told him about that. And then he was saying that he thinks that it was the original because he was looking on Google and all of the photos were Jamaicans, and they were the oldest photos. And I was kind of laughing inside, but I wanted to be respectful because that's just how I am. But I just said I urge you to do more research, and I just didn't want him to be ignorant to the fact that this hairstyle has been in many traditions, and many people have a large variety of reasoning behind why they do this. And part of me, I'm not gonna lie, it's like I think aesthetically it's very pleasing, but I also see such a spiritual significance, and just throughout my experience how they've assisted me. And especially like when I was on ayahuasca, I remember just holding my dreads like they were so grounding, and I kept saying my roots, and I used to think I wanted to cut my hair, but I can see how they assist me so much, and I'm an airy person, and they really pull me down. So that's another aspect that I love about it. Sorry, I'm like kind of sweaty. What else do I need to say? I don't know, but yeah, that was the story. And so I simply said to him, if you ever have anybody, if you have dreadlocks or any hairstyle that seems like it originated from another culture and you like to wear and embrace that culture, I urge you to just do your research, and if people give you a hard time, urge them to do their research, because ignorance is not bliss, as we all know, and we should all be aware of what we're doing and how it affects other people, but also be aware that you shouldn't attack people if you don't know your information. You shouldn't attack anyone in general. And especially if what you're doing is not harmful to anyone. I personally do not think me having this is harmful in any way, because I see it as such a gift and it's so beautiful for me. And so it's like I'm actually, even if I am taking it from another culture, as we do with all styles or cultural traditions, I'm respecting it and I think it's beautiful. That's why I'm doing it. And so I know this video has turned into something that I didn't really expect or intend on talking about, but it's like kind of important because it's a little bit funny. A lot of people happen to be Caucasian for some odd reason, are the ones who attack me and say it's cultural appropriation. And oddly enough, the ones who have it from their deep-rooted cultures always come up to me and think it's so beautiful, and they're excited about it. So, I don't know, just get a new perspective on those types of things and be aware of what's harmful to different people and offensive and what shouldn't be offensive. So, I hope you enjoy my dreadlock video. Maybe I'll make another one next year or something and see where I'm at. Thanks for watching and listening.